guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about all that's been going on around Gabbie Hanna. The specific reason I'm talking about this is because she did one thing that pissed me off so entirely that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say something. Gabbie Hanna, if you don't know, is a YouTuber who I believe, at least this is how I discovered her, became prominent via her story times. She was a Viner prior. Not too long ago, she was in a scandal that involved Kenza Cosmetics where people paid for only shipping of brushes but then wouldn't receive them or the quality wasn't great. And when that happened, she told us all to manage our expectations. I guess we should have managed our expectations in regards to her morals as well. But anyway, so at that point, a lot of people began to doubt her legitimacy or genuine nature because it kind of seemed like she'd sell out just to get money, but not because it's a good product, if that makes sense. So a lot of people were already kind of starting to doubt her via that. Then what ended up happening is that she had a run-in with Trisha Paytas. Honestly, the run-in with Trisha Paytas to me, it just seemed extremely high school. Gabbie Hanna told Jason Nash that she heard that Trisha had herpes and to be careful and to have a conversation. Trisha doesn't have herpes, and Trisha said that she didn't trust Gabbie because it seemed too planned, essentially, because Gabbie had a song that came out, I believe it was yesterday. I listened to it. This is not about musical talent or lack thereof.
I have a genuine question that I want to ask the general public. If somebody tells you that somebody has an STD, an incurable STD, it comes from a close friend of theirs, a source, and then you find out that a friend of yours is sleeping with them, is it wrong of you to say, hey, just so you know, I've heard this, don't know if it's true, but this person told me, talk to them about it, ask about it? Is that fucked up? I'm just genuinely curious. This isn't like going around telling everybody, hey, I heard this person has an STD. This is, you know, somebody you care about is sleeping with them and you say, did they talk to you about this? Don't know if it's true. This is what I heard. Just be careful. Check it out. Here's where I'm coming from. If I was sleeping with somebody and one of my friends knew from a close source of that person that they had an incurable STD and they had that information and weren't like, hey, just be careful, check it out, talk to them about it, I'd be fucking livid. Another question. Would you consider that like gossip and rumors to talk to the one person who it's about and be like, hey, check it out, ask them about it, have an adult conversation about it? Is that gossip or is that just like being a friend?
The Trisha thing happened. I can understand Gabbie's point of view in the Trisha thing because you want to protect your friends, but at the same time, if there were a rumor going around about me having an STD, I would rather someone comes tell me and they tell me who told them the rumor so I can set the record straight. But that's just my personal preference. I don't know if Gabbie was well-intentioned in telling Jason Nash or if she was trying to stir up some drama because, as she said herself, views have been down. The thing that really pissed me off is when Jessie Smiles made a video. So Jessie Smiles used to be friends with Gabbie Hanna. She pretty much dropped a few bombs about Gabbie Hanna as a friend and as a person. So I'll be including clips here and there of Jessie's video, but I'm not going to include all of it because it's half an hour, but I will link it down below if you want to see it. So in Jessie Smiles' video, we have, I'd say, 3 main heavy points. One is that Gabbie sent a follower of hers that was questioning the situation.
Hey, sorry, so I realized that I didn't contextualize what the situation was. So, a follower and fan asked Gabbie if it was true that she remained friends with Curtis Lepore after he assaulted Jessie. And she asked that because it is the belief of a lot of people that they still remain friends, and a lot of Gabbie's fans believe that. So she's like, is this true? Can you clarify? That's the situation she was referring to. She wasn't asking anything about Jessie as much as Curtis Lepore. So he was supposed to be the topic of that conversation.
Screenshots of private conversations she had with Jessie that involved private things such as taking an antidepressant.
And I'm just gonna bring this up really quick because I feel like it's a relevant thing. Gabbie has and always will paint me as someone who is crazy. I am the liar. I am the attention wanter. Some of you know and some of you don't know that me and Gabbie have done story times on each other. We have not said each other's name. We've tried to cover it up by being like, you'll never guess who this person is. But point is, we've done stories on each other. And I just want to compare to you the beginning of her videos and how she describes me versus the beginning of my videos about her and how I describe her. I just want to put those two and two together so you can see what she wants people to feel about me, what she's always. This is years ago that she posted, 2 years ago she posted the story time. She's always wanted people to see me like this. And I'll let you see how we talk about each other. Here it is.
I also want to say that I haven't been friends with this person for years. This happened so far in the past and I have no bad blood with this person whatsoever. I wish her nothing but the best. And from what I see, she's having a great life and she's doing her thing and she's very happy and I am very happy for her. I don't really know her anymore, but I'm sure she's grown up a ton and so have I. Now, I have admitted in the past that I myself have had some crazy bitch moments, but there is a huge astronomical difference between having crazy bitch moments and being a crazy bitch. Honestly, looking back at my time with this person, I do look at it with fondness because we did have a lot of fun together and she did mean a lot to me at the time. But sometimes it's hard to believe now, here where I am in my life, that I ever put up with this type of behavior, the amount of stories that I have. But that's kind of my issue that I learned about myself thanks to a year of therapy, is I seek out like emotionally unstable, neurotic people and I try to fix them. Even if I'm not trying to fix them, it's like I feel like I need to support them and be there for them. So like I said, I have a lot of stories about this friend in particular, but I think that this is the first one where I was like, oh, you're psychotic.
And this is how I introduced the situation about her. I saw an email that apparently was sent to me while I did not have access, and it was from someone that I used to be friends with way back in the day. Well, I mean, I guess not way back in the day, but pretty back in the day. I wasn't friends with them when I was like in fucking kindergarten, but you get the picture. So I read this email, and in this email, this person mentioned this thing that I'm about to tell you guys about. And they mentioned it in a way that made it seem like they were still like really angry about it, and I was just thinking to myself like, what the fuck are they talking about? I'm gonna tell you how this situation happened, obviously through my perspective. I can't tell you how they saw it, and I want you guys to be honest with me. Tell me if I'm in the wrong here. Maybe I just don't understand or don't see why I was wrong in this situation, but I need you guys to tell me. So a bit of a difference there, a bit of a difference in respect. It's something that's frustrating to me. It's something that if she really did look back at her friendship with fondness, where is the respect in any regard? You can't even fake respect for a video. You've had crazy bitch moments, but I'm like, oh, put her in a psych ward. She says she knows she's a liar is the thing. She's called me so many times saying she's been on meds and is better now and was sorry for everything, then blocks me out of nowhere and it starts all over. This is the most disgusting shit. Like, I swear to you, I cannot believe that she said this. Number one, I have never called Gabbie Hanna and said, hi, I'm on medication. I'm so sorry for everything. I realized I was wrong. You know, you're always talking about mental health and therapy and, you know, how you've gone through your journey with that. Like, it's so weird to me that you would bring up someone else's medication that they talk to you about in private, which, no, I'm not ashamed of it. I've mentioned online like 5 years ago that I was on antidepressants. I don't talk about it anymore. Not because I'm ashamed or whatever. I just don't talk about it. So for you to feel like that's okay to share with someone is so fucked, it's so nasty, and it's so low. Deanna basically told me at this point, when she saw the medication message, she started feeling just that kind of like inkling inside of you that's like, oh, this is weird, like what's happening right now. So she kind of changed the subject. And
that is the clip that just set me over the edge. And I cannot stand the hypocrisy of someone being a mental health advocate, but then trying to discredit someone because they take a medication. Like, what are you trying to say? That because someone takes an antidepressant, they're crazy or they can't be trusted, or that somehow makes them less worthy of basic human decency? Which reminds me, let me take my Prozac now, so then later you can talk about how I'm crazy if you happen to watch this video because I'm taking medication, right? Because that's what you think as a mental health advocate, isn't it? So obviously, it's disgusting to make fun of someone or to belittle someone because they take medication. You know, would we make fun of someone who took medication for a physical illness? No. So why would we do that for a mental illness? That's the end of that. Are you an advocate, or are you just an advocate when it makes you look like a good person so you can virtue signal about how you're such a great person and you're such a good friend? The second thing was that she remained, I don't necessarily want to say friends, but was friendly with Curtis Lepore, who had assaulted Jesse, and she remained friendly with him. Like, there are tweets showing that she still was nice to him after everything that had transpired and she was aware of it. So that makes me question what kind of friend she was to Jessie if you're gonna stay friends with someone who assaulted her. I can't compute why you would do that unless you're hoping to get something out of that person. If you're trying to get followers via that person, notoriety, whatever. I don't understand, but I guess she doesn't really understand friendship. The next thing that she did was she was trying to shit talk Jessie to this fan. So this fan was saying, hey, you know, like, I heard that you were friends with Curtis Lepore after what happened, and a lot of people believe that. So she was trying to get clarity on the Curtis situation. She didn't really ask, you know, tell me the dirt about Jessie, but Gabbie instead decided to give her, like, the screenshots of private conversations, dirt on Jessie, though it wasn't really dirt. Like, saying that someone takes medication doesn't change anything to me, you know, like, you're not dropping any bombs here. In fact, you're making yourself look worse. Hey, so this is me from the same day, but later. So I hadn't named the fan in this video so far because I didn't know if she wanted to be named. I didn't know if that was gonna send hate her way if any Gabbie stans pop up. But I ended up talking to Deanna, the fan that Gabbie had DM'd and tried to manipulate. I messaged her right after the video, the Jessie Smiles video came out, just to see that she was okay because I had talked with her before. And today she actually updated me, and I obviously have her consent to say this or I wouldn't share anything without her consent. So she DM'd me saying that a 15-year-old had posted a tweet essentially saying that Gabbie had DM'd her. So here you can see the thread of tweets that the fan had posted. Not all of them pertain to Deanna, but I wanted to just show you all of them. But essentially, Gabbie DM'd her, this other fan, and was trying to convince her that Deanna was the bad guy. This is disgusting to me, not only because she's manipulating a 15-year-old, but aside from that, to try to control the narrative and make Deanna look like she is the evil one for simply being civil and nice. Also because put yourself in the shoes of a fan. The last thing you're gonna do is bitch at a creator that you like or liked, you know? That doesn't seem realistic to me, you know? I just don't understand why Gabbie would want to make Deanna look like she's the villain, because clearly she's not. And on top of that, what makes this even more disgusting, Gabbie told the 15-year-old that Deanna is a manipulator, and that triggered Deanna's PTSD. I talked to her, she was very upset, and she said that to be called a manipulator made her upset because her abuser was a manipulator, and to think that she's anything like her abuser makes her extremely upset. So not only did Gabbie upset Deanna in the first place by messaging her all this manipulative crap, but she's also making her feel bad in an indirect way because she's essentially shit-talking Deanna to a 15-year-old. And then Deanna obviously became aware of this, and that triggered even more upset than there was before, and her PTSD. By wanting to do damage control, Gabbie's making even more damage. It's like influencers think it's so hard to fix your image or whatever, but it's just like, take accountability. It really isn't that complicated. Say, yeah, I fucked up, I shouldn't have done this or that, and move on. I just don't understand why there's always this grasping at straws of, no, I'm the good guy, I promise, I'm the victim. I'm sorry, I'm heated because Deanna feels like shit, and it's because Gabbie, an almost 30-year-old woman, cannot take accountability. There's nothing wrong with being 30, but there's something wrong with being an adult trying to manipulate young people who are fans of yours. All these three things were the three big ones for me because, well, obviously the mental health one struck a chord, but the rest kind of informed me as to Gabbie's ethics, or I guess set of morals. The rules that apply for other people do not apply to her. Like, there's this double standard of everyone's crazy and I'm just the really nice friend and I'm just the victim. Even in Jessie's video, she mentions how not long ago Gabbie tweeted saying if you're a good person, you don't have to say you're a good person. Yet in her Instagram story, Gabbie does this.
Not to toot my own horn, but beep the fucking beep. I am so kind to people in my life. I will reach out to you if you're hurting, whether you're awful to me, if I hear all the terrible things you say about me, if you've killed my fucking pet. If I see you're having a hard time, I will reach out to you and I will say, I'm here for you. If you need to talk, I understand. Let me listen. And that's always been who I've been since the beginning of fucking time until now. And I'm so sick of being that person to everybody all the time and then hearing the shit come back to me that comes back to me. And I'm just done. Like, this one pushed me over the edge because it was just like, I could not be kinder to this person to be treated like this.
Goes on a rant about how she's the good person and how she's always painted as the villain, boo-hoo, you know, she's such a victim. But then at the same time, she does this weird thing of saying how good her life is, though it doesn't seem like it. Because if your life is that great, do you need to keep telling people that your life is great? I don't know. It's like when I'm happy, I don't feel the need to scream it in people's faces. Those were the main reasons why I made this video, because I feel like there has been a consistent kind of pattern with mental health. As much as I love people talking about mental health, I also see that people talk about it when it's convenient, and when it's not convenient, you know, they drop the act essentially. So I'm not saying everyone who talks about mental health is lying, but there are people who I think are, because Gabbie, maybe she goes to therapy, I don't know, can't confirm that. But to me, you're not an advocate if you're here trying to discredit someone because they took medication at a point in their lives. To me, that screams of like, you want to be progressive in certain ways, and you know audiences want someone who's progressive about mental health, so you're giving them that without actually believing it yourself. And I can't stand that, because mental health is not a trend. Like, it's a thing that can ruin people's lives. It's a thing that can affect people, debilitate people. It's a serious topic. So to just be willy-nilly about, oh yeah, I'm totally for mental health, but then be like, oh, she took medication, so she's a crazy bitch. I'm not here for it. I'm sorry. It's just crap. I'm not here for it. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below.